Congratulations on the film, you guys. Josh, I want to start with you because this is based on a real life competition with your friends. I love that. Why do you think it is that people love the concept of the buddy games?
Well, I think that people do a version of this all over the world, whether it's backyard games, whether it's beach volleyball, whether it's, buddy Olympics, whatever it is, people do some version of this. I can't tell you how many times I've told people about the movie or about the upcoming show on CBS, and like, we do that same thing, but just a little bit different. And so I think there's something very relatable about that. I think that we all have a competitive spirit. We all want to keep that youthfulness, that kid alive inside of us, and that's really what this movie's about. It's about friendship, it's about brotherhood, it's about keeping that kid alive. And I think that is something that is relatable anywhere.
Dan, it looks like you guys really did keep the kid alive because the outtakes are hilarious. So I'm wondering, what is it like to be on the buddy game set? And also, how is it different when Josh is directing?
Whew, man, that's a big. Well, I mean, first of all, we have a lot of fun. We have a great time shooting both these films. We've had a great time. The stuff that's going on off camera is oftentimes as ridiculous and as insane as the stuff that's on camera. And as far as Josh as a director, it's been a dream. I mean, it's such a great experience because he knows what it's like to stand where we're standing, and so the notes are always coming from a place of like an actor's point of view, which isn't something you want on every project. But when it comes to something like this, where we want all the odds even and everybody's at the same level and we're in here having a good time, we want to have as quick a communication as possible, and we got that and more.
Yeah. And he's open-minded
Yeah.
to anything too. So if we have an idea and we want to run it by you, some directors don't like that.
Oh, yeah.
With you're like, if you got something better, bring it in.
Yeah.
So.
Nothing you see on screen was actually in the script.
it's all a little
Lots
bit
of
different.
improv.
Trust me, my job as the director on this movie is just to keep Nick Swardson between the rails.
I also love, Kevin, that you guys have some drinks in front of you because you have some pretty crazy alcoholic antics in this movie. You mentioned last time around it was very physical. What was it like this time around? And please tell me what you drank for the bikini bottom because I was so grossed out.
It was, it was like
some kind of
a
smoothie.
It wasn't that bad.
But they put some chunks
I
in
act
there.
like it was horrible, but it was kind of a chunky smoothie.
Don't tell her that.
Yeah,
you ate crow's feet.
Well,
panties,
someone put a panty in
Boiled
there
eggs.
just to make it a little bit better. But yeah, it was physical. It was physical. People got hurt.
The bikini bottom itself sounds like a fun drink, right?
Yeah.
Until you put an actual
Just
bikini
not for
bottom.
me. The panties, the eggs, that's where I draw the line.
Yeah.
I
Well,
think.
it sounds like it's going to be a SpongeBob thing, and then it turns out to be a Ron Jeremy thing. It's horrifying.
My favorite line too is he was like, "Give us those panties." She just did a double shift. As they throw that panty in the blender. So funny.
I'm going to make a hard turn right now, but I have to bring this up. Did we also see an Axel cameo, Josh?
We did. We did.
Okay, what was it like to be in a scene with your son?
It was fun for him. He loves to. He's very curious about all of it.
He delivered too.
I'm
Yeah,
not.
he did.
I'm not trying to make my kid a child actor. Believe me, it's not something that. If he wants to do that down the road, he can.
He's a handsome kid, I'll tell you.
Oh, thank you. He's a. He just. It was fun for him. He was up there with us for a few weeks, and I thought that it'd be fun for him to come out and have a little spot. And his mom was okay with it.
This is very much rated R, though, and you've said in the past he's not going to be able to watch them until he's 18. Will you let him watch the scene? I mean, his delivery of "Hey weirdos" or like "Bye weirdos,"
Yeah.
so good.
Yes, he was. He'll be able to see that scene. There's a lot of stuff that he can't. I'll be very selective about scenes that he can and can't see, though, for sure.
I want to start with Kevin on this last one, but it's for all of you. As we talked about, the buddy games kind of brings everyone back to their inner child and your teens again. Is there something you do in real life that kind of breaks you from the seriousness of day to day and makes you feel like a kid again?
I kind of live this way in my real life too. I'm one of 6 kids, 5 boys. So I go home and it's buddy games. It's like me and my brothers are competing.
Yeah.
The love is all there, and then all my friends. I always act like a kid at all times. Me and Dan will play each other in pinball like we want to kill each other. I mean, we love play. We love to compete. It's what we're all about. And I love these guys. And that's what this movie, why it's so great.
Josh, Dan, you too?
I echo what Kevin said. I mean, in my mind, I'm still a 21-year-old kid. And then I look in the mirror and I realize quickly that that's not the case. But it is important to me because I feel like, my dad always says, don't let the old man in the door. Because once you do that, you start behaving, a little slower. But for me, it's like, I want to have as much fun as I can for as long as I can. And what we do every year with my buddies is, third weekend of August, we all get together. They all look forward to it like it's Christmas. And it's just a weekend where you can leave the family behind, you can leave your job behind and everything else and just have fun with your boys. And that, I think, is an important thing.
For me to recapture that sense of play, I've got a 12-year-old boy. I get in it with him. I go swim with him. We go out and do something. He's a great improviser, so we'll sit on the couch doing stupid jokes to one another, pretending to be old men. And that's probably the quickest and easiest. Yeah, he's pretending. Speaking of which, don't let the old man in the door. My dad used to say, don't let the old man in the door too, but it's because my mom's father lived in a shed in our backyard.
Good advice, guys. Congratulations on the film. Thank you so much.
All right.
Thanks,
he
David.
forgot to tell you he moonlights at Chuck E. Cheese as well.
Yes.
That'll
helps.
keep you young.
Helps
I
keep
can
you
tell.
young. Free tokens.